Our next learning target is on multiplying polynomials. Our essential question is the same. This whole unit we've been simplifying expressions, and something for you to think about is why is it important to have our expressions in simplest form. So we're starting with a review of distributive property. Hopefully you remember when you're multiplying, you multiply to both terms or all of the terms inside the parentheses, depending on how many there are. So we're going to start with 6a times a. Remember, when we multiply variables, we add those exponents. We get 6a squared plus 6a times 10. Multiplying our coefficients, we get 60a. Checking to make sure our answer is in standard form. Our first term has the highest power, and then it goes down from there. So we're good. Looking at our next, again, distribute that negative c cubed through to everything. Just keep multiplying and multiply one piece at a time. So the negative coefficient for our c cubed times the 18 gives us a negative 18. C cubed times c squared, again, add the powers when we multiply, distributing the negative c cubed to our 17. The negatives cancel to a positive 17. And c cubed times c gives us c to the fourth. And finally, distributing that to our positive 14. The negative times the positive gives us a negative 14 c cubed. Again, double checking our answer that it's in standard form. We have the highest power first, and it goes down from there. Next, we're going to look at what's an extension of the distributive property. When you multiply polynomials, you start with the first piece in the first set of parentheses and multiply it to everything. So just like the distributive property. So I'm going to start there. Our 3 times 2 gives us 6. W to the fifth times w squared, we'll add those powers. And then the 3 times 8 gives us a 24. W to the fifth. Once we're done distributing the first term, we do the exact same thing with the second term, and we distribute it to everything in the second set of parentheses. So negative 6 times 2 gives us a negative 12 w squared. And the negative 6 times 8 gives us a negative 48. When you multiply polynomials, you always want to check to see if you have like terms, to see if you can combine any of the terms and simplify your answer further. In this case, we don't, and our answer ended up in standard form. We have the highest power on the first term, and it goes down from there. So looking at this one more time, distributing our 7k to the 5. 7 times 5 gives us 35k. Multiplying the 7k by the negative k cubed, we get negative 7k to the fourth power when we add those exponents. Then distributing that 4 to both pieces, we get 4 times 5 is 20. And distributing the 4 to the negative k cubed, we get negative 4k cubed. And finally, our error analysis. I'm going to make a mistake on this one, see if you can catch it. Starting off, I'm going to distribute my 9g to my 3, and I get 27g. 9g times 4 gives me a negative 36g squared. Then I'm going to distribute my 1 to the 3, and I get 3. And 1 times 4g is the negative 4g. Checking to see if my answer is in standard form. It's not, and I have like terms on this one. So I'm going to take, first of all, my first term with the highest power, which is my negative 36g squared. 27g minus 4g is a positive 23g. And then I have my plus 3. I made 2 mistakes on this one. See if you can find both of them.